Great.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you stopping in.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Really nice to meet you finally.
Yes. We do this because we believe that, number one, you have a pool of potential clients around you. Okay, so that was my first thought. Okay, how can we help tenants, their businesses? How can we help? So we
Great.
come up with this
Networking
idea.
is so important.
Okay, come up with this idea. And
Yeah.
number two was the fact that there's a lot of tenants I haven't met yet personally. So here we go. Tell me where you were born and raised. I'd love to know about that.
Yeah, I was born in Washington, D.C., capital of this great land.
Yeah.
And I was raised just outside the Beltway in Silver Spring, Maryland.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
I lived there through high school.
Married?
I'm married. Yeah,
Okay.
I married a Clevelander, so that's what got me here.
So that's what got you here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you met her in...
We met in New York. We were both in school.
Okay.
Actually, we met in Jerusalem, but then we continued school in New York and got married. And after a couple of years, we thought, maybe the New York pace was a bit much, and so we moved out to Cleveland, and
was a change.
Yeah, but sure. it's been 25 years, and we've enjoyed it.
So what's her name?
Hadassa, and you could be interviewing her just as well. Actually, she's across the hall from me in the suite.
Oh, okay.
Same office.
Well, maybe I will do a
with
her. I mean, if she's willing to, I'd love
she's
to.
much more photogenic. So.
All right, any kids?
Yeah, we have 5 kids.
5 kids?
Yeah, the range is from almost 16 to 26. 2 are married, and we have 1 grandson turning 2 in a little bit. It's great.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is? I haven't gotten that stage yet, but what's the main difference between your grandchild? What do you think that main difference is? Is the pressure that you feel of raising the child? Probably that's number one.
Yeah, right? I mean, of course, we want, we think the world of him, and we want him to have every possible opportunity, but the buck stops with his parents, and we're just there to kind of enjoy the ride.
Enjoy the ride. Okay.
Yeah, and see all the cool stuff he does, and so it's it's all.
Yeah,
it's just.
I think family is the center. Tell me about your favorite hobby, leisure activity, something you like to do for fun.
I guess maybe I'll go with my most recent, trying to return to fitness. So in the last several months, I rejoined my gym, and actually not only do I try to go at least once, maybe twice a week, but I meet with a trainer. So I'm invested in that. I'm really trying to I guess live as healthy a lifestyle as I can, getting some exercise, trying to eat right, trying to sleep right. These are all the things that I recommend to my patients too. So I figure I should be living up to it as well.
Does the fact that you got a trainer this time, it kind of gets you to be a little more accountable towards that goal?
There is that. Yeah, for sure. Our goals are aligned, but he's there to kind of check off the list. Okay, you showed up at least, and here's what we're going to do for the next half hour, and he pushes me, and I definitely I can do more with him kind of pushing me along than I would do if I go on myself.
Yeah, I think we're all like that. I know if we have somebody either that we do something with, or there's there to facilitate and help, usually we go that little extra inch, or the extra rep or whatever. So maybe next time we'll do like a push-up contest. Next time, not right now. We don't have any time. Okay.
I'll take you.
Favorite local restaurant?
Okay, so a new one just opened not too far, down Chagrin. It's called Mendel's Kansas City Barbecue. I think I'm saying it right. And I'm a little bit limited in my choices. I keep kosher and I'm gluten-free. So that kind of that intersection. But they have a really nice selection. The staff is great. The food is fresh, and I've already gone a couple times.
Tell me 3 attributes that define you.
I would say curiosity is one.
Be curious. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a scientist at heart. I'm always trying to learn new things, and curious about the world we live in. Committed. I mean, if I put my mind to something, I try to see it through. I really, will push and pull out all the stops if necessary. So
Curious, committed.
I have to come up with another one with a
You
C,
have to.
right? I would say passionate. I mean,
It is different. Yeah.
the what I set my mind to and the things that I'm attracted to, I'm all in. And I can, I like when I'm doing something that I believe in, I kind of, I feel it with my whole being.
So curious, committed, passionate. There you go.
Yeah.
you go.
Off the top of my
The
head.
third one is always the best, man. The third one is
Okay.
always the best. You're clinical psychologist, right? Tell me about that and how it became about that. The whole
Sure.
story.
Yeah, it's actually it's a good story because it ties in with the building.
Oh, awesome.
So I am a clinical psychologist, and I came here, I think it was 2005, to rent some office space, and I was just gonna open a small private practice. It's gonna be me seeing some patients, a reception area, and the space that I was shown had 3 rooms, and it looked like a good fit. I wasn't sure what to do with the 3rd room yet, but I figured that would come. Then my wife joined me, and she's a special education teacher by training, and we started kind of 2 halves of a business, but they were separate for a time. So I continued clinical psychology. She was doing educational services in the office and in schools. And before long, we realized what we're providing is a sort of a complete solution for families with their children. And we work with adults too. That kind of runs the gamut of behavioral and educational issues, trying to make school placements work for children with learning issues, helping children and adults with behavioral and mental health care. And the business just took off. And part of it was because we had that 3rd room. And we've expanded. We've moved around a couple times in the building. We've had 2 suites up on 2, and we're on the 1st floor now. We added some more rooms a few years ago. And so I like to think that PDC, or the building that we're in, has been kind of a silent partner in our success all along.
So that extra room created a little pressure, right? In order to figure out, okay, how can we use that space?
A bit. I mean, it was right. It was like unused real estate in a way. And Hadassa was ready for at that point of her life for a new professional challenge, and it was just it was a great fit.
So how is it working with your spouse? And it is on camera. This is the best.
I'll tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
It's I couldn't ask for anything else.
Yeah, no, I mean, but we've been office mates as well as housemates for all this time, and it's been really successsul.
Great.
Awesome. And people, friends have gone, oh, I can never work with my husband, I can never work with my wife. We make it work. I mean, when we need to, we shut the door. We can have boundaries. We each have our own office within the office. But when we collaborate, and we kind of work off each other, it works. Yeah. We know each other's strengths and weaknesses. I mean, I know her strengths and I know my weaknesses. And because on camera, and it works.
That is a good story, and thank you for sharing.
Sure.
Now, what do you think separates you from other professionals that offer the service you do? What separates you?
So the mix of services is a bit unique. I think I'm a skilled, qualified mental health professional, but there are many in this area, and I have a lot of colleagues who I know do really great work. What we do a little bit differently is that we address the whole family, and we really our services span the full gamut of behavioral and educational services. So that includes learning and education, speech therapy, occupational therapy, and of course, any mental health support. And so, particularly if a child comes to us with an individual education program, and they want to have all those services met by one provider, we're able to do that. It's a seamless effort, and our professionals can collaborate, talk to each other, and we're meeting the needs of the child and the family in the best way possible.
Okay, so you have been a tenant here for those 16 years? Is that kind of seems about that?
It's something like that, 16, 17.
Seems about right.
Maybe it's coming up on.
What are some things that you would say would happy with your experience here at the PDC building?
Oh wow! I mean, a lot. I mean, just the care and attention to every minute detail. It has always been something that struck me. I never thought of, in all these years, looking to go to another building. Everything that I need is here, and as my needs have changed, the building has accommodated, both for the business and for me personally. I mean, there was an outside bike rack that was for me. Then they gave me a garage pass so I could bring my bike inside, because the winters aren't so nice to bicycles. But you know, that's just a small example. But the people here, I mean, they're part of my professional family, because it's been the same people so long, so that being able to just count on the same quality and the same faces in the front office day after day, year after year, and coming up on decade after decade, it's just, I know I have nothing to worry about in terms of, I can leave it for a few days, come back, and everything's gonna be fine. The utilities, the facilities, is always in top shape.
I love your honesty and say your experience with GMR. How has that been so far? And if you could rate it, what would it be?
I'll tell you, I think this is a good answer. My honest answer is, I've hardly noticed. I was happy before. I'm still happy now. I think everything's been level, which is I couldn't hope for more than that.
And that is actually a very good compliment. Thank you, because taking over, there's a lot of stuff that happens in the transition of ownership and management. So in order to seem seamlessly, everything still runs smooth. It's some good feedback. Thank you. I always like to finish with this question. So I'm very curious, Oren. What do you think your superpower is? What do you think you're absolutely great or better than anybody else at?
Listening, just simply hearing what somebody's saying.
Good one.
It's not unique to me, but I know there's a segment of people that cannot do it at all, or they don't do it well enough. I think that's something that I do fairly well, and I
would say that some people listening is waiting for their turn to speak.
That's not listening.
Yeah, but some people, that's what that is.
Yeah, right. No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. They're just waiting for the next chance to jump in.
Yeah. So listening. Awesome.
Active listening. Being a feeling like you're a part of a conversation that involves more than one person.
Thank you. This couple of minutes kind of gave me a good sense of who you are as a professional and a little bit as a person. And I'll love to interview your wife too, if she's willing to it, because I'm very curious, because I will ask her about the same questions.
Yeah, and who knows what answers you're going to get.
Just says, right? Thank you.
Yeah, it's been my pleasure. Thank you so much.